Kingdom greetings, friends. This is Pastor Michael Ngwadi from Impact Christian Center. This evening, I want us to speak on the subject, your attitude will hinder your progress. Oxford Dictionary defines attitude as the way that you think or feel about something. It is the way you think or feel about someone. In other words, it's behavior towards someone. It's an aggressive behavior that you shows towards other people. It reflects that you don't care about others. It reflects that you don't appreciate others. It elevates you. It demotes others. Attitude says you are better than others. When we look in the book of Matthew, chapter number 14, we see the disciples of Jesus Christ having the same attitude towards people. The Bible says they said to Jesus, "This is a deserted place and it's late. Send them away that they may go and buy food." So the Bible says the crowds were following Jesus. They were excited about receiving the good news. They were excited because their lives were transformed. They were going to the next level. Their dreams were getting there. They were receiving their healings. They were so excited. But oh, be careful, the disciples are coming. And they are saying to Jesus Christ, "This is a deserted place. Send these people away." I said an attitude will hinder your progress. Or your attitude will make you go forward. So in this particular scripture, we see the disciples having an attitude towards people. When people are crying for their lives to be better, the disciples are saying, "We are the only ones who should receive this." Let us continue, Church of Christ. It's in the book of Matthew, chapter number 15, verse 21. We see a woman crying, coming after Jesus, bitterly so crying, asking for mercy, asking for Jesus to have mercy on him. The same disciples, they looked at this woman and they said to Jesus, "Send her away because she cries out after us. She's crying loud. She irritates us." Attitude, it's behavior towards somebody. So they said, "She's crying. We are irritated. She's disturbing us. Send her away." They did not understand the mission of Christ. That Jesus in the book of Luke chapter 4, he said, "The Spirit of God is upon me because he has anointed me to proclaim the good news to the poor, to set those who are bound free." So this woman needed freedom, but the disciples said, "She's crying after us. Send her away." Let's continue, Church of Christ. Let's continue. In the book of Matthew chapter 17, we see a man coming crying, saying, "My son is sick, and my son is having what we call leprosy. My son is sick. He falls down. My son is terribly ill. I brought him to your disciples for them to cure him. And instead of them healing him, they could not heal him. Your disciples could not cure him." Remember, I said your attitude will hinder your progress. So here is an opportunity for the disciples to be able to demonstrate what they have learned from Christ. But instead of them doing what they have learned, their attitude shuts doors for them. They could have healed the boy, but they could not heal the boy because they were full of themselves. They could not cast out a demon because your attitude will shut doors for you. Sometimes we are so proud that we are not even able to be aware that this attitude will shut doors for us. Let's continue and see this disciples' attitude again. It's in the book of Mark chapter 10 verse number 13 to 16. We are introduced to two brothers. They cried to Jesus in the book of Mark chapter 10. They said to Jesus, Master, can you be with us when you go to paradise? Put one on your right hand side, the other one on the left hand side. We want to be with you. We are sick and tired of this level. We want to go to the next level. And the Bible says the disciples were greatly displeased with James and John. Be careful when you dream big, you will irritate some people. Be careful when you tell others about what you have seen, you will irritate them. They were greatly displeased with James and John. And the Bible says they tried to shut some doors for them, and the Bible says they were criticizing them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to say, be careful of an attitude because it will shut doors for you. They could not heal the sick. They were jealous when others were rising up. This is the problem that we have. We've got gifted people with a problem of attitude. Ladies and gentlemen, as I close, these are things that we must develop. As the children of God, these are some of the characteristics that we must develop. Number one, we must maintain a servant spirit. The disciples, they could not serve others. They knew nothing about servant spirit. They did not know about serving others. They just wanted to be served. Another key thing that we must develop, it is the love for people. Ladies and gentlemen, you must love people. Whether they've got money or they don't have money, you must love people. Whether they are rich or they are poor, you must love people. Whether they are beautiful or they are not, you must love people. The problem of the church is that we choose who we love. And this shut doors for us. Ladies and gentlemen, as I close, it is important for us to be able to develop these characteristics of being patient with people. We must understand that people do mistakes. People sometimes fail. So we must be patient with the people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time for us to rise. Let us have the character of Christ. The Bible says in the book of Romans that do not be conformed to the standards, the patterns of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. There is a new mind that we have to develop, the mind that loves God, the mind that appreciates others. God bless you.